What's up, everybody? Today I'm just gonna be showing what like a casual day looks like for me. I'll be showing you how we fill up like our calf bottles, feed our calves milk and whatnot, hay and grain, scraping cow manure, all that fun stuff. Just a normal day on the farm, I guess. All right, so the first thing that I typically do when I get out on the farm, whether it's the afternoon or in the morning time, I go and get all the cows, get them up and bring them up towards the holding pen, because I usually come out at least on Mondays, because that's when I'm filming this, obviously on a Monday. Well, I come out on Mondays. I'm in charge of getting all the cows up and getting them up to the holding pen so then the milker can get them milked, and then I scrape all of the cow manure, and then after that's done I start feeding the calves. So we'll continue on getting these cows up there and I'll be back in a second. Getting the cows moved right along here. Obviously on our farms we use loop stalls and we bed with straw, in case anyone was wondering. Let's keep these girls moving up. Get them up to the holding pen. We have about three different groups of cows, and each one has about 80 to 100 cows in it. I think right now we're milking around 250 or 260 with our milking herd currently. All right, now we got all the cows up in the holding pen. I'm gonna set up the GoPro right over here, right, probably on this fence, and I'm gonna show what it looks like when we scrape out this side alley here. And I might move it around a little bit more to show some better angles of the scraping, but yeah. Sorry if the camera looked a little dirty before. I think we got ourselves a good camera angle now. And yeah, I'm gonna get after the scraping here. And you guys think I should shave my mustache and my beard? I don't know, I think it always comes in a little bit weird, but let me know in the comments. But yeah, we can get after the scraping now. I mean, it could look good. I don't know. Feels kind of ghetto. The cows have been brought in. The barn has been scraped. My facial hair is still patchy and gross. So the next step in our process here is to give some calves some grain. We give them a steady supply of hay and grain. They always have hay, like these calves up here. Different calves get different bales of hay, but they always have hay so they can graze whenever they want. And then twice a day, we give them a big bucket of grain for each group of calves. The grain just right down here has vitamins and minerals for anything that they might be missing out on and not be getting from the hay. Just help them grow up and be strong, be nice, strong milkers. One bucket of grain. This is our lower calf barn, well, second calf barn, I guess. Same sort of situation down here. Hay, and then I'm gonna dump out this bucket of grain for them. Calves really like the grain. They always come right up and wait for it. They're getting a little bit antsy, so I'll get it dumped out here. Go right along, put it right down on top of the hay that's there. They usually get right after it and eat it all down. Yeah. And so now I'm gonna go and show you how we get the milk out of our milk line to put it in the bottles to feed the calves up in the calf hutches that are in the tiny huts all by themselves that still need milk. So if you watched any of my previous videos or you're a dairy farmer yourself, you know the milk comes straight through here. And while it's passing by, just unclick this right here. And then me and my brother made this little, or I guess my brother made this little attachment to where we can fill up 4 bottles at the same time. So it's just fresh milk coming straight from the cows. You know, there's like 16 cows in there being milked at a time. Gets pumped right over. We fill up these bottles with fresh cow milk. and then I bring them up to the calves to feed them. All right, now I got all the bottles filled up and they're sitting in their handy dandy little milk carriers with those handles there. Grab these rubber nipples and gotta use 2 hands. They just snap right on. Get those all snapped on, and then I will show you how I put them in up at the calf hutches to feed the baby calves. All right, now we're back up at the calf hutches, or I guess in the calf barn. Calves make a pretty good job of letting me know when I'm behind because they beller so much, but you just take the bottles. Each calf has a built-in bottle holder on the front of their pen. Just grab the bottle, slide it right in, and they start going to town. It's pretty simple, and then I repeat that process all the way down the line. And then once they're done, I come back through and pick them up and put them back in there once they're empty and take them back down to the milk house. Cats are fighting. A little bit of pink skies, some snowy mountaintops. That's one of the nice part about living in Washington is you can't beat the views from time to time. Looks pretty nice. But yeah, we're just gonna keep on moving along with our work here. It's gonna be dark here pretty soon though. It's gonna suck, but I gotta bring in the second, and then I got a couple other things that I gotta do, but I'm always forgetting what I have to do. But yeah, we'll keep it moving. You wanna know something that grinds my gears, you know, really gets on my nerves sometimes? Almond milk. And not for the reason that you think. Like, I support any sort of agricultural practice. I'm all about it, you know. Almond farmers or whatever the heck they're doing, they can get after it. You know, I'm not mad that they're competing with the dairy industry on like the world market and all that. It's whatever to me, you know, we just got to step our game up. The thing that makes me angry about almond milk is the fact that they call it milk. Like, that's false advertisement. Like, there is no nipple on an almond. If you're gonna like sell it, call it what it is. It's nut juice. Now, if you want to drink a glass of nut juice every single morning, I guess that's just between you and the almond. That's just my 2 cents on it. We're gonna keep on moving here with the farm work. The first is almost done being milked, so I'm gonna bring in the second and scrape. I don't know if it's gonna still be light enough for you guys to see what's going on, but we'll see. Whoever came up with the term "we work sun up to sundown" must have never met a dairy farmer, because we're out here before the sun's up and we'll be out here past when the sun goes down. But anyways, I'm getting in the second right now. I just reopened up the holding pen. Milker's getting done with the first group. Gonna bring in the second group. Since I already showed what the first group looked like, I doubt I'm gonna record too much more of the second group. It's basically the same thing over again. Bring them up into the holding pen, then scrape out all the alleyways. Just got done bringing in the second and scraping. I'm in the feed lane now. As you can see, it got pretty dark out. Just checking over the cows. Now, sometimes I feel like most dairy farmers like develop like this inner monologue a lot of times, where they just spend a lot of time talking to themselves, because like we're out here for so many hours just alone with the cows, you know, no one around, no one to talk to. So that's, you know, YouTube is making these videos is kind of like giving me someone to talk to, even though you're not really there. It's kind of like I am talking to you. So thank you guys for, you know, watching my videos and commenting and liking. It just means a lot to me. I've been really enjoying it so far. It makes me pretty happy, because as someone who usually spends most of his time alone, it's nice to kind of like put myself out there a little bit more. My brother just pulled up with his V8 swap car. Hey, Zach! Rev it for the video! You gotta rev the car. My brother's sports car with a V8 swap. Hell yeah. My brother, he's like the head mechanic. It's called Pacific Classics. They do nothing but build classic cars, so he has himself a pretty sweet built car there. Has like a 500 horsepower V8 with a 5-speed transmission, but it's like a little tiny sports car, so it gets after it. And it's rear-wheel drive too, so that's cool. thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're still here and you're not subscribed yet, then please subscribe. Expect a new video out maybe like Thursday or Friday-ish, hopefully, if I'm not too busy. Here pretty soon we should be getting after some more interesting work. I think my dad wants to, we're gonna like tear out some old stalls that we got in one of those stall barns and put in some loop stalls, and there's something else that we were gonna do, but I'm always forgetting stuff. My memory's not the greatest from time to time. It's like I'll be out here working and talking to the camera at the same time, so stuff just kind of leaves your mind. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and as always, peace out.